Well, welcome to another episode of Out and About with Trev. This is going to be a bit of a special episode. I'm in the historic town, Walhalla, and it's a really nice place.
Look into my eyes and show me your adventures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up all that we find. Test the waters, oh, it's hot. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind.
This is it. This is the start of the Australian Alps Walking Track, which goes from here in Walhalla in East Gippsland, north over the Great Dividing Range, over Mount Bogorn, where I was at the end of last year. As you can see, 267 kilometres away, so you know, a long way from there. It goes, well, it goes right near Mount Kosciuszko, and then it taps out in the south of the ACT at Thawa. And look, I just want to say thanks to quite a few people that have made offers in the last few weeks, saying, hey, look, we know you're doing it tough. A couple of people offered me rooms where I could sleep. They've offered me, you know, and I don't want to sound like I'm just knocking back offers, but I'm on a bit of a journey, and that journey's been, I've been on that journey for about 5-6 years now. I've been getting ready. All the bushwalks I've done over the last 5-6 years, all the gear I've put together has been getting to knock this thing off.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known. Something about it felt like it'd been waiting my whole life. Is this home? I can hear each sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing. And suddenly
and that's the thing. I've been heading towards that, and that includes the car. People know that I worked on, that was my COVID project. I got a Subaru Outback because I needed something that could take me up into the bush to where I need to drop off the food drops, and the Subi can do that. And like I say, I've been on this journey. I've been on it for 4 or 5 years, and now I'm getting to the end. It's really getting exciting, and I can tell you, to be standing here right at the start of this trip, this track, is yeah, it's really exciting. And obviously my backpack will be a lot bigger, but you know, that's the journey I'm on. And being in my rooftop tent, which I've decked out. I mean, I've got a nice bed to sleep in. I've got lights in it. I've got area where I can cook. Every few days I'm somewhere new, so that's exciting. So just on my rooftop tent, I've got plans for the Subi. As you can see, I've got my Engel fridge sitting in the back seat, and I'm going to put a second battery in the car. Not much room, but basically under there somewhere where the chainsaw is, I'll just move it a bit. That's where the second battery's going, and then a bit later I'll get solar panels so I can charge the battery, and that'll be really good because they're going to run my freezer, charge my laptop, cameras, things like that. So I mean, I've got plans, and you know, this thing's really working for me at the moment. So I'm getting a little bit fitter. I need to get a lot fitter to knock this thing off, but I'm already putting extra bolts in my belt. So I mean, I'm on a journey, and I just don't want people to think, oh, what's his problem? That's the thing. I'm on this journey, and I feel like, even though I didn't plan to do it this way, I feel like this might be a way to get it done. And people need to understand how important knocking over this trip is. It's not just about, oh, another bushwalk. This is my Everest. This is something I've worked towards for years and years. Like, honestly, my first plans to start doing this thing started about 2007, or even 2006. I planned to do it in 2008, and that was the year I became homeless first in my van. Then I forgot about it for a number of years. Then when I got housed, I started to go on bushwalks again, and I realised this thing burns in me. So it's really, really important, and this is the way I can do it. And the fact that over the 2 months, because I'm planning to knock this thing over in about 60 days. I know a lot of other people do it in like 42, and good luck to them. I'm 53 at the moment. On the hike, I'll turn 55. So I'm getting there. I'm going to do it at my pace, and I'm going to have rest days and things like that, and that's just the way I've planned it. I don't tell other people how to do their hikes, so don't try to tell me how I should do mine. That's the plan I've got. So over the 2 months I'm going to be away, not having to pay rent and things like that, has actually taken about $2,000 out of the budget. Not having to pay electricity and things like that. And I know people say, oh, you're just taking the cheap option. Well, yeah, to try and knock this thing over. And I've got to put money into this. There's lots of things that have got to fall into place. It's going to be very, very tricky. I've got to get really fit. So look, to the people that have made offers, if I can have my cake and eat it too, we hold them off until early 2025, because I can tell you, if it all goes to plan, I get this thing done, knock it over at the end of next year, early 2025, I tell you what, I want to be in a house then. And it might not work out that way, but you know, whatever. I mean, we'll just see what happens. But at the moment, I just want to say thanks to everyone that's made offers. I really do appreciate it. But this is the journey I'm on, and I just thought maybe it was worthwhile explaining what I'm trying to do and how important it is. I'm going to need some help financially to get to here with, ready to go. But I'm confident that, sort of mid-October next year, I'll be here, heading off, and it will be the absolute biggest hike I've ever done. It's going to be absolutely awesome, and it's going to be difficult. There's going to be bits I'm going to hate, there's going to be bits I'm going to love, there's going to be exciting bits, there's going to be tough bits, it's going to be everything, and everything that gets rolled into a long distance hike, and this thing is tricky. As you can see, to get to the end is about 680 k's, so it's not something you just roll up on a Friday and have a whack at. It's taken me years to get to a point where I'm really, really close. and like I say, that's the journey I'm on. So I just want to explain that. People think I'm just doing it tough, oh shit, we need to help him. I really appreciate it, but this is my plan. This is to knock this thing over. So being here at the start of the Australian Alps Walking Track right now, as it starts to rain, is very exciting. So there's that. In early next year, I'm going to be launching a bit of a crowdfunding campaign because I am going to need a bit of help. I'm not really sure what that budget's going to look like, but I'll need a bit of help. There's all sorts of options. Just something else as I'm making my way back up to my campsite. I've got a 6'4" trailer with a it's covered with a roof, and I can't fit it in my storage area. So I'm just wondering if anyone's got a bit of a backyard or even a front yard. I've got locks on it, and hopefully I've got it parked at a mate's place, but he said, mate, you can only have it here for a couple of weeks. And I'm just wondering if anyone's got room where I could put it for probably the next 6 months or whatever. That'd be really good, because I just want to I've got to use it a couple of times, but I've still got stuff in my old house where I lived in Keysborough, but my other tenants won't let me get the rest of the stuff because they say I owe rent. But anyway, I'm going to talk to the police and say, hey, I need to get my stuff, and I'll put the stuff into my storage area. But like I said, I just need somewhere to put my put my trailer. It's got locks on it, like I said, and you can move it around if it's in the way. So anyway, if anyone thinks they got somewhere I could put it, just send me a message. Here's my email address, and yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, anyway, this is basically the end of this episode. I think this is a wrap. I'm just about back at my campsite. I've got to download all the videos, done quite a few, and got a heap of photos, so I'll download them to the computer, have a look and see how I feel. But look, I know I haven't been putting many episodes up, but I'm going to try and do that a bit better over the next few months, and certainly feature how I'm getting ready to hike the Australian Alps Walking Track, and I'll feature that. But also, the last month or so, I've been to quite a few places, and been to some interesting locations in Loch Valley, Tologi, Falls Creek campsite, I think that's how you say it. Also, I was at a place called the Checking Station, which is just a little bit further up from Loch Valley. I've been up there. I've also been in Kurth Valley, Kurth Kiln National Park. But like I say, at the moment here I am in Walhalla, so it's been great. Anyway, thanks to everyone that comes through and has a look, and yeah, we'll just see how the rest of 2023 goes, and hopefully 2024 is going to be an absolutely awesome year. And towards the end of it, like I say, I'm hopefully going to hike the Australian Alps Walking Track. We'll see how it goes. Cheers guys, thanks.